Aviation technology has shown a great development, especially in the last 100 years. The areas of use of airplanes, which are used for both civilian and military purposes, have developed and grown day by day. The use of airplanes in wars has revolutionized war doctrines. With the deadly bombardments of fighter planes and the importance of air forces in the armies of states, a new order of war has emerged. Today, air forces are the most important force in military units. The increasing importance of air forces has come to the agenda again, especially with unmanned aerial vehicles used for military purposes. The fact that aviation history has a separate culture places it in an elite category. Today, we will tell you about a first in aviation history. C-17 accident. This accident, which is a first in aviation history, has a distinct position in aviation history due to the effects it has left despite the years that have passed. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and leave a comment in the comments. If you're ready, here we go. First of all, we need to get to know the aircraft involved in the accident. The C-17 Globemaster III is a military transport aircraft designed for aerial refueling. A four-engine military transport aircraft manufactured by Boeing, the multi-purpose C-17 Globemaster can transport equipment, supplies and troops directly to difficult terrain anywhere in the world. Since the 1990s, it has been used for transportation in many operations around the world. The Globemaster's load-carrying rear ramp and digitally controlled loading systems, combined with the skills of its crew and ground handlers, enable Chinook helicopters to load large and complex equipment, including military vehicles and other heavy loads. The aircraft can carry 100,000-pound, 45,360 kilograms payloads to a location 8,334 kilometers away, while flying at 35,000 feet, about 10.7 kilometers. Thanks to its design, the aircraft can take off and land from short runways. Boeing has partnered with the U.S. Air Force on the C-17 since the first aircraft was delivered in 1993. Focusing on cost-effectiveness and high performance, Boeing provides sustainment and maintenance services for C-17 Globemaster customers in 8 countries. The airplanes seem to be in very good use. For this reason, in recent years, the United Kingdom has taken an initiative for the maintenance of C-17 aircraft. The contract signed with Defence Equipment and Support of the UK Ministry of Defence covers the maintenance of C-17 Globemaster heavy transport aircraft and improving the overall availability of the aircraft. The contract for 8 transport aircraft is in addition to the main maintenance contract. The US-based Boeing company already provides in-country support to the UK Royal Air Force's 99 Squadron transport aircraft, including assistance, preventive maintenance, and local periodic maintenance performed in the UK. This contract is in addition to the more extensive maintenance Boeing performs every 5 years. In service with the UK Royal Air Force, the C-17 Globemaster III is a long-range, heavy-lift strategic transport aircraft capable of operating close to a potential theater of operations for combat, peacekeeping, or humanitarian missions worldwide. The C-17 enables the rapid delivery of troops and all types of cargo to main operating bases anywhere in the world. The Globemaster's load-carrying rear ramp and digitally controlled loading systems, combined with the skills of its crew and ground handlers, enable Chinook helicopters to load large and complex equipment, including military vehicles and other heavy loads. The aircraft can carry loads of 100,000 pounds to a distance of 8,334 kilometers while flying at 35,000 feet. Thanks to its design, the aircraft can take off and land from short runways. The C-17 aircraft, whose features we have listed, was involved in an accident for the first time in its history. On July 28, 2010, the aircrew was conducting a local training flight in preparation for the Arctic Thunder Air Show to be held at Elmendorf Air Force Base between July 31st and August 1st. The C-17 is frequently featured in U.S. air shows to emphasize its short takeoff and landing capability. The aircraft had flown with a different crew earlier that day. At approximately 18:22 Alaska Daylight Time, the C-17 took off from runway 06 at Elmendorf Air Force Base to perform the demonstration routine. After an initial climb followed by a left turn, the pilot made a sharp right turn. As the aircraft banked, the stall warning system activated, alerting the crew of an impending stall. Instead of following stall recovery procedures, the pilot continued the turn and the aircraft entered a stall from which recovery was not possible. The aircraft crashed and exploded in a fireball about 2 miles from the airport. All 4 crew members on board lost their lives. They were Major Michael Freyholtz and Aaron Malone, pilots assigned to Alaska ANG's 249th Airlift Squadron; Captain Jeffrey Hill, a pilot assigned to Elmendorf's active duty Air Force 517th Airlift Squadron; and Staff Sergeant Thomas E. Sicardo, a loadmaster with Alaska ANG's 249th Airlift Squadron. A member of the Anchorage Fire Department described a fireball rising about 750 feet, 230 meters into the air, an estimated 2 miles from Anchorage. Debris from the accident spread along 200 feet of Alaska Railroad tracks that carried passenger and freight trains north from the base area to Wasilla every day, despite the fact that no trains were scheduled to pass at the time of the accident. Track repairs on the nearby railroad caused freight services to be suspended and passenger services to be diverted by buses. The air show continued as planned in memory of the 4 airmen who died. The investigation report on the accident was published on December 13, 2010. The report blamed pilot error, stating that the pilot's overconfidence in executing an aggressive right-turn maneuver led to the low-altitude stall and subsequent accident, to which neither the pilot nor other crew members responded effectively, despite warnings correctly provided by the aircraft's stall warning system. The accident bears significant similarities to the 1994 B-52 bomber crash at Fairchild Air Force Base in Washington, D.C. In both cases, it appears that the chain of command of the local USAF unit failed to prevent the pilots involved from deliberately developing unsafe flight practices for air shows of large aircraft. Investigations of the C-17 aircraft following the accident show that the aircraft still has a strong service capability. In addition to being a great misfortune, the fact that the accident was a first in the war literature makes it a special point. What do you think? Do you think the C-17 aircraft have a functional purpose? What is your general comment on the accident? We care about your opinions. Please share them with us.